Hello and welcome to a quick lesson on translating systems of equation word problems from words to actual equations, to math. We're only going to look at one word problem today, but it should more or less get the idea of how to do this. There's never just one way to translate a word problem. Every word problem is going to be different. The best way that I can suggest is to draw it. Whatever situation you're given, draw it, because pictures are so much easier to understand than words. So the math club sold pies to celebrate Pi Day. Okay, so let's imagine that here we have the math club, right? Here's their table, and they are just selling pies, steaming hot pies, yeah? There are people lining up to buy their pies. That's a math club guy, he's really happy, and people are just lining up to buy these pies. Okay, now each apple pie costs $5. Okay, so they have two kinds of pie. They have apple pies for $5, and each kind of blueberry pie, blueberry, you'd think that I would have picked a blue pen for blueberry, but no. Each blueberry pie costs $7. Okay, so let's imagine they have this sign over here, and they're like, hey, buy our pies, yeah? Now, the total funds raised totaled $2,000. So, how much of each pie were sold? Well, I know that there are 300 pies here in total, right? I'm trying to find out how much of each. Well, let's pick random variables. Now here, honestly, you can use XY, you can use WX, you can use N and G, but I'm talking about apple and blueberry pies. So you know what? I'm going to use the variables A and B. I know that in total, when I add up all the A's that were sold and all the B's that were sold, I know that in total, they give me 300. Yeah, 300 pies. I just don't know how many of each there are. So that's my first equation. A plus B equals 300. Okay. Now I know that each apple pie cost $5. So 5 times A, 5 times the number of apple pies. And I know that each blueberry pie, each blueberry pie cost $7. Okay, so basically I know that the total of, well, $7 for each blueberry pie, $5 for each apple pie. But I know that the total sum of these put together equals $2,000. I don't need the dollar sign, it's an equation, but I know that the total sum is $2,000. And voila! By reading the question and by drawing, you just came up with two different equations. So voila, this is pretty much it. You take any situation you're given in a word problem, you draw it out, use colors if you can, colors help a lot, pick variables that make sense to you and that are easy to understand, and then take the sentences, take the information you're given in words, and try to write them out. Instead of English sentences, write them as mathematical sentences so that they make sense. That's all.